It's Week 16 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching Jake Ferguson. He's on the doorstep of another milestone in a great season, approaching 1,200 yards. It's the Giants and the Chiefs on Sunday Night Primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns, I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
Brandon, it's always nice when you get recognized with an individual award. And he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But when you do it in a win, so much the better.
Absolutely. And he was all talking about that win, not so much the award he received on Wednesday.
That's a nice one.
And a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And that's incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 79 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp goal right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. They'll run with Chubb. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Now Scott. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Giants use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Zach Charbonnet and his teammates back to the field for another drive. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, got a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
Gets past 1 man. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 9 catches, 108 for the yardage, and the score, too.
And he now has 13 touchdowns on the season, and anyone who wants to talk about 13 being a lucky or unlucky number, we know which way he's going to weigh in on that one. Lucky to the gills.
And they'll run on 3rd down with Charbonnet. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. This defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew's got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a yard. Throwing now is Stroud. That complete to Downs. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. As Stroud now to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, it's Stroud. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Here's Stroud. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now Stroud. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. That was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Patterson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
This is taken at the 23. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Stroud out of the gun here. Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete. You talk about this giant defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
And stopping the run That's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. As they've got it 2nd down and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Giants are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now here's Mahomes. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Mozzie Smith in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Here's Tommy Townsend now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
They'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Stroud on 3rd down now. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
1st and 10, it's Stroud.
It's caught left side by Cooks. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Stroud.
He finds his man, complete. That's McLeod. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Stroud looking to throw.
Finds his tight end, Ingram. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
The throwing again is Stroud.
And that's complete to Cooks.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
3rd and goal. Stroud.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players break through the line to get him.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him end with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And the Giants ready to come out now.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. Here's Scott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so he wisely just gets rid of it.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Forced out to his left. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Now hang on here because following that play, it looks like Amari Cooper is in some distress. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. Buckeyes are able to extend their lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Carlson on for the PAT. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. And now here comes Kansas City. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
Second and 10. Stroud to throw yet again here. And that'll be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a good job there of knuckling down as an offense. You're trying to avoid 3 and out at all costs. And after 2 straight incompletions, this one's on target, and they're able to keep the chains moving.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Stroud will look to throw once more. Now this taken in by Downs.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
This 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And his throw is incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Throwing now is Stroud. That is caught, and in for the Chiefs touchdown. Alec Pierce.
29 yards.
And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you've got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13.
Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, And not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, and they get...
Well, he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And we'll see what he can do on the return. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We were treated to an excellent first half from the gunslinger, Patrick Mahomes. He had a touchdown pass in that first half, helping his guys to a halftime advantage.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Now Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. Lets one go downfield for Pierce.
And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's Stroud. He'll let one go deep for Downs.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Again, it's Stroud. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Stroud sets up the play action.
He gets it to Cooks. And they will eventually eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Mixon going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. Stopped short, down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Quick throw complete. Touchdown! Alec Pierce with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
KC's offense ready to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
Probably it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They're both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd down, here's Charbonnet. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Lets one go downfield for Pierce.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Going quickly out to the right side.
And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they'll wind up getting the yards they needed on 4th and 3.
First down, Chiefs.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
That one finds Pierce right side. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out.
Patterson's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. We think about it, that's a pretty important second-half field goal, Charles. That now stretches this to 2 possessions and really kind of ratchets up the pressure on that opposing sideline.
It certainly does, because that interception and adding a field goal to it, that puts them in firm control of this game right now. They're about one more big stop from putting this thing absolutely out of reach.
New York ready to go again offensively. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
Mozzie Smith in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Completes it to Douglas. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Up the middle, it's Chubb.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Giants.
Nick Chubb, 38 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. So there you go. They needed a big play, and they got one there on the touchdown run.
And that was a very important drive. Of course, they all are when you're trailing in the second half. But what I really liked, they didn't panic. They knew they still had time to run the football and keep playing their game.
Carlson down to add the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Now they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7. There's Charbonnet once again. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But, you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. Now it's Mahomes again. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing now is Mahomes. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. And he is caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Mahomes now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And again, it's Mahomes. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making a play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
They'll begin here with a run with Charbonnet.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Kansas City.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. We'll get that to Charbonnet.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Play action. Here's Stroud. That's going to be caught by Downs.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On 1st down, here's Stroud.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth
from 21 yards away.
And the Chiefs are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Mahomes.
Going right back to Ferguson.
Holding offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Mahomes to throw once more. Throwing right, and that's complete. Down to the 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Chiefs offense set to go. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Throwing now is Stroud. And Cooks has it over the middle. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down. Stroud connecting over the middle with Downs. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
First down, Kansas City.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here goes Stroud again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. On the give, here's Charbonnet. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Trying to take this home, they'll run. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Patterson's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 6. 1:46 to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked picked off by Jair Alexander.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Charbonnet.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And they'll run on 3rd down with Charbonnet. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. And that's the one that should seal the victory.
It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
To a knee goes Stroud, and that is going to be all she wrote. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Chiefs, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6, and they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.